Welcome to the CISO Daily Update.
Toyota allegedly breached 240 gigabyte of data leaked online. A significant data breach allegedly affecting Toyota US was discovered with approximately 240 gigabytes of data leaked online by the threat group 07 Group. The leaked data includes contacts, financial records, customer profiles, business strategies, employee information, network infrastructure, and emails. Additionally, the claimed breach includes AD recon data containing network reconnaissance data and passwords. Toyota has not yet commented. Unicoin staff locked out of G Suite in mystery attack. Unicoin, the cryptocurrency tied to the reality TV show Unicorn Hunters, reported a security breach where an unknown attacker locked employees out of their Google G Suite accounts for 4 days. The attacker gained control on August 9th, changed passwords, and denied access to all users with an @unicoin.com email address. Access was restored on August 13th, but the company is still investigating the breach's impact and the possibility of data exposure. A contractor was fired following the discovery of identity forgery linked to them, although their involvement in the breach remains uncertain. Despite the incident, Unicoin reported no financial losses or significant operational impacts, though the investigation is ongoing. Computer engineer hacks own employer, demands $750,000 ransom. Daniel Ryan, an infrastructure engineer at a US-based industrial firm, allegedly launched a cyber attack against his own employer and demanded a $750,000 ransom. Using his position, Ryan reportedly created a hidden virtual machine on the company's network, which gave him unauthorized access to elevated privileges. On November 25, 2023, employees received notifications and an email claiming that IT administrators were locked out, backups were deleted, and servers would be shut down unless the ransom was paid in Bitcoin. Investigations revealed that Ryan's work computer and user account were linked to the unauthorized access and extortion attempt. FlightAware configuration error leaked user data for years. FlightAware urges some users to reset their passwords following the discovery of a configuration error that exposed personal information for over 3 years. The flight tracking platform, which supports over 32,000 ground stations globally, detected the error on July 25, 2024. Data that may have been compromised since January 2021 includes IDs, passwords, and emails. Additional information, such as credit card digits, social security numbers, and flight activity, might also be affected for some users. National public data tells officials only 1.3 million people affected by intrusion. National public data reported that 1.3 million people were affected by a recent data breach, a figure significantly lower than previous estimates. The breach occurred in December 2023 and resulted in data leaks starting in April 2024. The impacted database allegedly contained 2.9 billion lines of data. Security expert Troy Hunt found 134 million unique email addresses in the stolen data, raising doubts about NPD's reported figures. NPD is cooperating with authorities on the investigation. Microsoft patches zero-day flaw exploited by North Korea's Lazarus group. Microsoft recently patched a zero-day vulnerability, CVE 2024-38193, that was exploited by North Korea's Lazarus group. The flaw was found in the Windows ancillary function driver for WinSock, allowing attackers to escalate privileges and gain system-level access. This vulnerability was discovered by Gen Digital and was addressed in Microsoft's latest Patch Tuesday update. The attacks used a rootkit called FUD module to evade detection, and the exploitation echoes similar methods seen earlier this year with another privilege escalation flaw. The Lazarus Group's attacks bypass traditional security by exploiting vulnerabilities in already installed drivers rather than bringing in their own. Vulnerabilities in Microsoft's macOS apps could help hackers access microphones and cameras. Researchers discovered 8 vulnerabilities in Microsoft's macOS applications, including Teams, Outlook, Word, PowerPoint, OneNote, and Excel, that could allow attackers to access a user's microphone, camera, and other device resources. Cisco Talos reported that these vulnerabilities stem from Microsoft's use of a macOS entitlement that disables library validation, bypassing protections from hardened runtime. Although Microsoft considered the risks low, they updated Teams and OneNote to address the issue, but other apps remain vulnerable, leaving users at risk of unauthorized video or audio recording. Microsoft and Apple have yet to respond. Experts warn of exploit attempt for Ivanti VTM bug. Researchers at the Shadow Server Foundation detected an exploit attempt targeting the Ivanti VTM bug, CVE 2024-7593, using a publicly available proof of concept. With a CVSS score of 9.8, the critical vulnerability allows remote, unauthenticated attackers to bypass authentication on Ivanti virtual traffic manager appliances and create rogue administrator accounts. Ivanti addressed the flaw in patches released earlier this year. No active exploits were reported at the time of the disclosure. New Kubernetes vulnerability allows attackers to access clusters remotely. A critical vulnerability, CVE 2024-7646, in the Ingress and Jinx Kubernetes controller allows attackers to bypass annotation validation. This flaw permits the injection of malicious content into annotations, potentially leading to arbitrary command execution and access to sensitive credentials. To mitigate, upgrade to Ingress and Jinx v1.11.2+, enforce strict RBAC policies, use admission controllers for validation, and enable Kubernetes audit logging. Ransomware rakes in record-breaking $450 million in first half of 2024. Ransomware attacks led to $459.8 million in payments in the first half of 2024, setting a new record pace for the year. This marks a 2% increase over the same period in 2023, despite major law enforcement crackdowns on ransomware groups like Lockbit. The rise is attributed to cybercriminals targeting larger organizations, leading to higher ransom payments, with the largest ever recorded being $75 million paid to the Dark Angels Group. Although the number of ransom payment events has declined by 27%, the average payment has significantly increased, reflecting a shift in ransomware strategies. Additionally, stolen cryptocurrency inflows have doubled, reaching $1.58 billion by July 2024, with centralized exchanges becoming the main targets over decentralized finance protocols.
Thanks for listening. Remember to subscribe to our newsletter at CISOheadlines.com. Until next time, stay curious.